everyone, hope you are all doing great. Let's start with a statement from a tester I have recently met. So, we still execute most of the test cases manually because we don't really know what's automated, or even if our team marks them automated, we don't know their execution results. Now, a quick show of hands, how many of you have heard this on your team? So, I have heard that way too often across different companies, different teams, and honestly, it's not that people don't want to trust automation. It's just that they can't see what's happening. And that's when it hit me. This is not a tooling problem or even a coverage problem, it's a visibility problem. What's automated, what's passing, what's failed, and who owns it. Most teams don't have clear answers because manual and automation test results live in silos. Now, let me give you a real example. A team I work with had their automation results sitting in CI pipelines, Playwright, PyTest, Postman, all triggering beautifully. They also have a beautiful HTML report for their test runs. Other testers who executes tests manually were tracking test results in a test management tool. With every regression cycle, manual execution time is increasing even if automation coverage is increasing. So, let me tell you an incident. It was a Friday afternoon, classic crunch time. The release checklist was almost done. Automation had passed, and testers had ticked off their test cases in a spreadsheet. Everything looked green until we got a bug report within an hour of going live. The worst part, everyone thought someone else had tested it, and they had, just not the same way. That bug had fallen right between the cracks of two reporting systems that didn't talk to each other. Every time during regression testing, no one has an idea what test cases are automated and what are their test results. Tester executes mostly manually because even if they have a HTML report, mapping to their test suites is a nightmare. A lot of scenarios and test cases remained untested and they leaked bugs in production. And no one saw it because no one had the full picture. That's the cost of scattered test results. Let me share what testers have told me directly. One said, I spend more time changing status than testing. Another told me I stopped checking the CI dashboard because I don't even understand half the test names. These are not edge cases. This is the day to day reality for a lot of folks in QA. It's not just time wasted, it's duplicated effort, blind spots, and last minute panic. And eventually, it starts creating friction in the team. Testers don't trust automation. Automation engineers feels like their work doesn't matter. Leads don't know where the actual risks are. So, what do we usually do to fix this? We start patching it up. Let's update a shared dashboard. Let's drop links in Jira. Let's sync during the stand up. We keep layering quick fixes on top of the real issue. But these hacks don't scale. They break the moment your team or test suite grows. For me, the shift came with a really simple thought. Why are we treating manual and automation execution as separate workflows when both are trying to answer the same question? Is this release ready? So we tried something different. Instead of syncing reports after the fact, we just started sending all the test results, manual or automated, into one place. And that changed everything. Suddenly, testers could see what automation had already covered. Automation engineers could check what was being verified manually. No guessworks, no duplicate effort, and our leads, they had a live view of test execution, not after the fact, but as it was happening. Now, imagine this instead. You open a test run dashboard and see exactly what passed, failed, and what's blocked across both manual and automation. No context switching, no chasing people. You know which tests failed, when and who run them. As a QA lead, you have everything you need to make a release go. That kind of clarity doesn't just save time, it builds trust. We were not doing anything revolutionary. We just brought visibility into the mix. Now, here is the good news. You don't need to change your framework. You don't need to rebuild your test or force everyone into one tool. You just need to ask this one question. Where do all our test results go? And who can actually see them? If the answer is scattered tools, PDFs, Excel sheets, CI logs, that's your starting point. And this is where we made the shift seamless. Using BrowserStack test management, it, do- it doesn't matter whether we are using PyTest, Playwright, or TestNG, or anything else. BrowserStack test management let us pull all those results into one central view. Testers could log their manual execution results right alongside automation runs. And the best part, no one had to change how they test. We just changed where the results lived. So, if your team is struggling with the test visibility, don't rush into writing more automation. Don't add more tools to the stack. Start by fixing what's already there. Start by centralizing your test execution, because when everyone can see what's been tested, what passed, and what failed, collaboration gets easier, quality gets better, and confidence comes back into the release cycle. And this goes beyond just improving team workflows. When you bring visibility into your test execution, you are not just making QA efficient, you are making it strategic. Suddenly, QA is not just about pass and fail, it's about risk, confidence, and clarity. And this matters because more and more testers are being asked to move fast, cover more, and still keep quality intact. But we can't do that if we are constantly guessing, syncing across five tools, or relying on manual follow ups. Teams just don't need more automation, they need more alignment also. And that starts when everyone across manual and automation shares a single source of truth. Whether you use browser stack test management or something else, that part is key. One place, one view, one shared understanding of quality. Because once everyone sees the same picture, testing becomes a conversation, not a change. That's the end of my talk. Thanks for listening, folks. Also, we have got some fantastic talks lined up next. So stick around and don't miss the keynotes and sessions on AI tomorrow. There is a lot of exciting stuff coming on your way. Thanks again for being such a great audience. And if this sounds like a challenge your team is facing, come find me or anyone from the BrowserStack team. Happy to show you how we made it work. Thank you.